Hey, what is up, everybody? Frozen Puck Gaming back with another episode of Eastside Hockey Manager Early Access Edition. So, I actually did go about a month and a half. I didn't mean to do that, but the recording issue happened again. I sorted it out. I'm so sorry about all that. But we have about 6 games left in the year, I would say. So, we'll play all of those, and then we'll go over the like a year-end wrap-up, I guess. Figure out maybe some lines for the playoffs, that kind of stuff. But we're going up against Toronto here. It's been a great year, actually. We're probably going to win the... Oops, sorry about that. We're probably going to win the President's Trophy again. If you couldn't tell, I'm not using my monitor, so we're going to have a little bar at the bottom, and I might accidentally bring that up every once in a while. But it's been a great year. As you can see, absolutely killing it. Great. 6-1 here. Hannafin makes it 7. So, just a great year all around. Go over. We'll just look at this real quick. I'll show you all the stats at the very end of the episode. Just so we can save a little bit of time. That kind of stuff. So, McDavid's leading the league in assists and in points by a long shot. I think by except for Kane, I think he's 15 points ahead, I'd say. So that's obviously good. Hannafin's doing good in shot blocks, and McDavid actually has the best average rating. Now, if you've seen the previous episodes, you know Allmark was struggling. He still hasn't been amazing, as you can see. If you watch the last episode, I believe his save percentage was below 800, and he played 20 or 30 games. We've got him back up. He's definitely not going to win the Vezina like last year. No way he's ever... Well, it's possible he could get back to that form, but he just had... he might be able to be there now. If he had started the season the way he's been playing lately, he would be in the Vezina talk, but since he played so bad those first 20 games, there's no way. Reimer, when Allmark was struggling or was injured, he came in and played very well for us. He's been a great backup for the team. Hopefully we can maybe re-sign him. If not, that rookie goalie played good in a small sample size of about 10 games, so I wouldn't be opposed to him putting him there, getting him in for 20 games, giving Allmark a break a little bit. So we're going to scout these guys for the draft. I'm trying to sign them, apparently. But about 7 games left. We're in April, so let's actually see. 5 games, alright. 5 games left. And then next episode will be in the first round of the playoffs because we did clinch. We clinched first. Well, not first, but we clinched before anybody else. So I'd imagine it's going to be pretty good. Scout those guys off camera. Or did I do the import draft, or what should I do? Let's check this. Okay, never mind. It's been a great year so far. Do have a couple things to deal with in the off season. One, Olofsson. Let me show you right here. Hasn't been a bad year. That's not why I'm going to talk about this. He's unhappy here. Alright, so he wasn't playing well, and the media got to him or whatever. They started yelling at him. I didn't decline, or I tried to help him out. Hey, he just got sick of media scrutiny. He doesn't really he's kind of mad at me. I don't really know why, but that's someone we might look into trading in the off season unless we can make him happy for start of the season, because we don't want an unhappy player because they don't play as well. So going up against Nashville here, Allmark in the cage. Kane opens the scoring early. Grabner gets one. He didn't have a good year as last year, but 15 goals on the third line isn't that bad. I'm trying to re-sign him to a slightly cheaper contract. If we lose him, we lose him. We got other guys that can come up and take his place, maybe sign some free agents. That's not a huge deal. Speaking of Sabisa, who scores here, he has been... I didn't expect him to be, a good addition to the team. I knew he'd be okay. He's been a great addition to the team, actually. His average rating doesn't really show, but he's done a lot more than score points and just play D. He's been great for us. I don't really know what I'm saying, but he's just been a very good all-around defensive, player for us. Lazarov and McDavid have been good as usual. I think Lazarov will probably hit 40 goals again for the second year in a row, second time in his career, I believe. Let me check that now, actually. Maybe he did. I hope he does. Lazarov, he might not. Yeah, he did. Ooh, just knocked my laptop out a little bit. So what? He's not going to be point per game. His job isn't really to get assists. He's a goal scorer for first and foremost. So if he's not getting apples, getting their Dinos, I don't know what I'm saying. So 2-1 after the first. Whatever. Kane's lighting it up. Still trying to get back into that Rocket Richard race, I wouldn't mind seeing him win it, obviously. Seems to, get hot at the end every single year. Gets, get cold and then he loses it. Either way. Zarov and Merkley combine at the end. He's only 2 goals behind Nyquist, and Nyquist has actually played 5 or 6 more games. Not that that really matters, but Kane's got a chance to get back into this. So does Lazarov, actually. Lazarov could win it, too. If not, whatever. Give Reimer the next game just to, give Allmark a little bit of a break. Let me see. Reed Boucher, right? He's doing okay for him. If Allmark struggles during the playoffs, Reimer's going in. I mean, when Allmark struggled during the regular season, we put Allmark in, worked wonderfully. If Allmark struggles, we can't afford to keep him in there and have him lose us games. We just cannot do that. Bennett scores there. This has been Allmark's except for the last little bit, last couple weeks or months. This has been the worst. Tied up late there. Good job. And Kane wins it in overtime, so that's nice. And actually, Kane just tied it up for the Rocket Richard race right here. Sweet. But this has been one of, except for maybe his rookie year, this has been Allmark's worst year. I mean, it's not a huge deal. We did re-sign Ristolainen, as you can see here. We needed to get him tied down. What? I don't really understand that, but I want to get Mike Babcock at that head coach. He wants a lot of money. That's alright. We probably need to get rid of somebody on staff. There are a couple guys I wouldn't be opposed to getting rid of. We have 2 physio guys that I wouldn't, we could get rid of one. We'll get rid of Garlow now, I guess. So we have enough room. I mean, he expires at the end of the season anyway. So we don't need 2 physio guys. I'd rather get Babcock locked down. So we did re-sign Ristolainen contract. I think he makes 4.5 mil. It's like a 4 or 5 year deal. He makes 4.5 mil in his first year. I think it jumps up to 4.7 or 4.8 for the next 2, and then 4.9 or 5 for the last year. So that's actually a pretty good deal for us, just because he's a Norris Trophy candidate. Last year he came in second, so he could win one day. Yeah, I don't really care if we lose at this point. It wouldn't matter to me that much. I'd like to get the 60 wins, but if not, who gives a crap? We got a game or 2 left. 1 game left. Hopefully Kane can get 1 more goal so he doesn't have to share that Rocket Richard in. Hopefully Nyquist doesn't score. I'd really appreciate that, so come on, Kane. So Grabner and Reimer reject their offers. He doesn't want to negotiate. If we lose him, not a huge deal. I'm not going to get too mad. Grabner doesn't want to negotiate either. Maybe we offer him 3 mil. That's a bit much for a third liner, but he's a good guy. That didn't make much sense, but he's good, so. Here we go. Last game of the year against New Jersey. We'll give Reimer this. Or I'll mark the start, I guess. Why not? Don't know why, but it's okay. Hopefully he can finish the season on a high note so he gets a little bit of a high running into the playoffs. Grabner gets one there. Computer sounds like an airplane. I screw you, Boucher. Lazarov cashes in. Ben also gets one. Come on, Kaner. Kaner. Where are you at? Get like an empty net? Oh, alright. Well, Kane is probably going to have to share the Rocket Richard. Not a huge deal. I mean, great all-around year. I mean, he suffered some injury. He could add a lot more points. Oh, screw you. Johnny Druin, you freaking jerk. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, I'm so sad now. Kane finishes 1 goal behind Druin for the Rocket Richard. That's okay. I mean, Kane still had a great year. I'm not going to get too mad. Well, why would I get mad? He had a great year. Mad at you, Druin, though, you freaking jerk. Well, that's I guess that's the regular season. We're going up against the Red Wings in the first round, so that's nice. But anyway, regular season, I'll show you our team stats here. So as you can see, Connor McDavid actually got 100 points for the first time in his career, and well, yeah, that's great. 37 goals, 64 assists, great for him. Patty Kane just a little bit shy of 50. That's fine. I mean, whatever. Still a great year, obviously. Voracek had a pretty good year. I would have hoped he would have got a little bit, some more goals, but he racked up the assists, was over a point per game. That's fine by me. Jamie Benn actually did not miss any games this year, which rarely happens, but that's good. Had 30 goals, 33 to be exact, and he was exactly a point per game, so that's nice. Zaroff, not a point per game, not supposed to be, but he had 46 goals, which is obviously a very good contribution. Sam Bennett finished with 64 points. He's a second-line center, so that's not bad at all. He could add more points. He suffered some injury, had to play with some injury, and for the first 20 or 30 games, he wasn't scoring as much as we'd like. Partly because I wasn't putting him with the right line mates, and then partly because I didn't have him doing what I wanted him to, like shoot. So edited some personnel. Either way, though, still a great year for him. Next year he'll probably have better numbers than that for sure. Ristolainen had a monster year. Hanifin had a very good year. Sabisa had a very good year. Fowler had a pretty good year. Not as good as last year in terms of points. Alright, let me click. But his average rating was about the same. Probably a Norris candidate, if you ask me. All around, you can look by the stats. It was a pretty good year. Only player, I wasn't happy with at all. Brown was okay. His job is to hit. Same with Brower. He's chipped in every once in a while. I was not happy with, where is he? Backus. Might look to move him eventually. But either way, look at this here. Great all-around year. Great all-around year. And, take a look at the standings. We're going to win the league title, so the President's Trophy. Okay. Well, we won the President's, just believe me. The Western Conference was a little bit below us, I believe. We'll try. Excuse me, I'll be able to try to check that real quick. There are the final standings for points. Very good year. 5 players in the top 20 is nothing to laugh at. Where is it? Whatever. Just believe me, we probably won the Presidents. Either way, it's been a great season. I'll see you tomorrow or the day after for the playoffs, so be sure to check back on the channel, and I'll be taking on Detroit in the first round. Either way, thanks for watching. Have a great day.